Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we shall discuss about functions. Function is a self-contained code segment that carries out a well-defined task. A C program may be broken down into several programmer-defined functions which may be implemented in one or more C files. Function enables complex logic to be modularized into functional units which are easy to comprehend. One of the functions in a C program must be main. Program execution begins with the execution of main, and other programmer-defined functions follow the execution of main. Generally, function receives information from calling program segment, process it or execute well-defined instructions, and pass the processed data back. Function definition has four components: the return type, function name, list of arguments, and the function body. The data type before the function name specifies the type of data that is returned by the function. However, a return value from a function is optional. If a function does not return any data, it must be defined as void. A function can return only one value. If the data type or void is omitted from the function definition, the compiler assumes that the function returns an integer or a character. Statement return is used to hand over the program control to the calling code segment from a function which may or may not contain a value. If a return statement is missing, the function returns when it encounters the closing brace of the function body. Function name is an identifier and follows the rule of defining an identifier. Function name is followed by a comma-separated list of arguments enclosed in parentheses. An argument to a function is defined as any other variable in C language. The argument list may be empty for a function. In that case, empty parenthesis follows the function name. The rest of the function definition is function body, which is a compound statement. These statements define the task carried out by the function. Here are two examples of function definition: get underscore radius and put underscore area. Get underscore radius reads the radius from the user interface, converts the data in ASCII format to an integer, and returns it to the calling function. The function does not receive any information from the calling function, hence void in the place of argument list. Put underscore area gets the area from the calling function but returns nothing. It converts the area in float to ASCII representation and writes data to the user interface. Note that the get underscore radius returns the radius using return statement with a parameter, but the return statement is missing in the other function. And both the functions are called from the function main. A function prototype is required if the function returns a non-integer value and the function call precedes the function definition. Such declaration is not mandatory, but it is included as a good programming practice. It facilitates error checking by the compiler between the function call and the function definition. If functions are being provided as a library, the function prototypes are aggregated in corresponding header file, and the file is included in C files where the function is being called from. The code snippet shows an example of function prototypes for the functions get underscore radius and put underscore area. When an argument is passed to a function, the value is copied to the function. If the parameter is altered in the called function, the change is not reflected in the calling function. This method of passing the argument is called pass by value. This brings us to the end of this lesson. Thank you and have fun learning.